generation, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't right it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound it.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Rams. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Pittsburgh. 80 weapons.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 28-yard line.
Now Manziel. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Manziel is going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Hey, Sam off.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because earlier seeing linebackers put up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, they're aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Marino. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And he finds Stills complete. 23 yards, the final tally. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
On the ready.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Marino to throw it. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Marino here from the gun. This pass complete to Reynolds. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line. They'll run on first down. Akers. And a short gain here down to the 22. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. On 2nd and 9. Marino. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Marino. Escaping the pressure right. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Look at me. Zip it.
Marino off of play action. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Manziel looking for Campbell downfield, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, Can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Well, Lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Second and a yard at the 47-yard line.
Got it.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Watch 81, watch 81.
Ready?
51, come on.
Look at me. Go. On the team, 5. 10.
Now they try the right side here. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, Allen. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
8 read.
Mike 51. Check it out.
Now a carry for Allen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd and 7, Marino. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
I'm coming.
Hey, echo.
Check, 59.
Get it.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hey, Haywood.
Check 59, Mike is 59.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Indy. 44 yards.
First down, Indianapolis.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, and that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Marino will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And Marino's throw there incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Back to throw here. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Out there now, the lefty Tavecchio for the Falcon field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Marino's second down throw incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now Marino. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. On first down, Allen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd down, Marino. It's complete, Stills. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Marino. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now Manziel. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Hey, exit.
That's what I do.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check. Yep. Target. Get it.
Manziel. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Check. 59. Come on.
They're going to look to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He'll drop to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Look at me. Zipper. Bravo.
Here's Manziel. And now he'll tuck it and run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Hey, team 6.
59 Mike. Check. 59.
They'll look to throw. And intercepted intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. They're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the shotgun, Marino. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. 19 yards there on the pickup. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. To throw again on second down. Marino. He'll rifle this one deep. He's got a man. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play. Here's Marino to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Flush to his right. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown L.A. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2.
Let's put him on the button.
They'll try and run it here. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs.
And no way to get loose that time as Manziel goes down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Hey, high 7. Yes, yes. Go.
59, Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down again. Samson Abuka in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now Marino on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Marino. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
58, come on. I'm coming. Shit. Undercrush. Smooth. Undercrush. Get it.
Marino here from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
He's going to fire one deep, middle, and got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw is Marino, eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Marino to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within one score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within one score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Here's Hines. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run again with Hines. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll drop the throw, and that is incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and with it, they're back within a field goal. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for the Colts, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.